Welcome, friends. It is I, your host, Scarf, and it's time for the Sunday vlog. In the background, you're going to see Osiris Arena. I did a bunch of different builds for Osiris in Arena to see what worked best for him. And supportish looks like the best way to go for him. If you go for Assassin type with a bunch of basic attacks, you do get kills, but you also get killed a lot as well. I feel like he's in a better position to do cleanup for teammates and just set up things for his teammates in Arena. Besides that, though, I was the only person I ever saw play Osiris in Arena. I didn't see anyone else play him in Arena, so all I have is experience on me doing it. And I don't know, I might not be surprised by that, because Osiris just doesn't bring much to Arena. There's just better people to do it than him. There's better CC guys, there's better warriors, better damage dealers. There's just better everyone than him for that position. So, I understand why I don't see a lot of people playing Osiris. I understand why I'm the only one playing Osiris right now. This is similar to the build we did for Siege, but a little bit different there, which, well, of course, that was a bit of a run over there. It was a very interesting one. That was my second game in Siege, so of course, very cool to see what happened there. No, that was my first game in Siege. My second game was Ymir in Siege, which we will see Monday or Tuesday. Monday or Tuesday, we're also going to see a Support Osiris. Now, Support Osiris, I wanted to try it out. And my ending conclusion you'll see in that video, but I can still talk about it a little bit. I'm still going to talk about it anyway. So, Osiris is kind of like Nuwa in a way, where he has strengths and he has things he can do in different areas, but he's not very strong in any of them. Osiris, you can build him really tanky, but he can't get any kills, and he can't really set up kills for his teammates. He can just be really annoying. You can build him for power and kill people, but then you die in like a second as well. His ultimate's wonky as balls, as I've said before, and it's very unreliable. And I think they really need to at least give CC to that thing. If not, give it a bigger radius, because it doesn't hit anybody ever. Even if you land right on him. Sometimes you're lucky you hit him, because if you get anywhere, if you're even next to him when you land, it doesn't hit. It's very small. And it's really wonky on the whole hit the lowest person, because even if you hit like two people, sometimes it'll hit the bigger person instead of the smaller person. So it's really weird how that all works out. They really should just make it AoE, or they should give it a larger radius, and since it's supposed to be tied to lowest HP person, then fine. Just hits lowest HP person. But making a small radius and that is making it too difficult to land that thing. I don't know. Osiris got nerfed before the patch, because of how well he was performing in Siege. And part of that was people weren't really knowing how to fight against him, but also because I at least agree with what they did about different things. I agree with the double damage on his ultimate, because that was basically, with his ultimate, he could steal anything from you. He could steal the mid Fury pretty easily in Siege with that ult. So that's why they nerfed that out of it. Nerfing the damage on it, I don't agree with. He doesn't hurt that hard with it. Nerfing the stun, the 2-second stun, I understand why you would want to nerf that, because 2 seconds is a long time, especially on a warrior. It does take 4 seconds to activate, but holy crap, 2 seconds is pretty good, so 1.4 I felt was fine. It does take a while to get someone with that tether, though, to get them stunned, because you have to tether them for 4 seconds, and then they're stunned for 1.4 seconds. Because you can slow them down to 50% for 4 seconds, though, I understand that, so it's your way of gluing to them. And it does rely a lot on you landing that sickle and flail combo to do really well. And I've been missing a lot of sickle and flail combos for sure, so I'm not performing that well. So higher level people probably, they're doing so well with it that maybe it looks like he should be where he is or nerfed. But for the lower level people, he ain't performing that well, as I'm noticing, because I'm the only one still playing him. I haven't seen anyone else play this guy. I haven't seen a damn other person play this guy. It's crazy to me. Usually the new guy gets played a lot. This guy is not getting played at all. Weird. Like, he has potential, but he just doesn't have enough. Like, I tried him in solo, and he can hold his own in solo kind of well, but it's not where he shines the best at. He can just hold his own, but he doesn't really get kills, because just the way his kit works, everyone can very easily get away from him. This is why he's also not so good in support, is he can't really do the best setups unless someone sticks around, because he doesn't have any really hard ways of holding someone down. You can just walk out of his tether. If you do it right, you can get out of it pretty easily. So Osiris has a hard time just catching and killing people. In Arena, he's at his worst, because he has to deal with the whole team, and he's pretty squishy. He's actually pretty squishy. I think he needs more HP, because he just dies so easily. That 30% mitigation just ain't enough for him, even with the extra 18. Well, the 18 doesn't do anything towards mages, so... extra 16. The 16 doesn't do anything against mages, so he just... I don't know. I'm at a loss for words here. They've shown that they have an easier time making something OP and nerfing it down, but having something low and bringing it up, I don't know how well they can pull that off. But I do feel like Osiris needs a little bit more, because he is in my book, underperforming in my view of things. I don't know in the grand scheme how he's doing, but for me, he ain't doing all that special. He can be pretty scary. I was in a siege match where someone built him fully tanky, and he was wrecking everybody. He was doing a good job wrecking everyone with the tankiness. But mid to late game, once everyone caught up, he just died and died and died and died and died. So he looks like he had his strength in his early to mid game, but mid to late he just got destroyed. And that's because he has some power on him, and he's building tanky, so he can't hurt him that easily. But late game, his power does fall off, and he's just tanky, and all you gotta do is really just build pen and kill him. He doesn't have enough CC to give you trouble like a Ymir or Kumba or Gib. Like, they have ways of giving you trouble even if they don't have a lot of damage. He does not as much, so he just gets destroyed. So that's what happens to him. So I'm going to perform okay in this arena match. If anyone has any good ideas on how to play him, go ahead and say so, what you think would be good for him, and we'll try again in arena. But for the most part, when I did aggressive with him, it was kill and be killed. And when I did it defensive with him, it was get kills for teammates, get killed once in a while, and you don't kill as much. And he just doesn't do as much. He just really supports really well. As long as you land your stuff, of course. But it is very painful playing him in a lot of the playing I've played. I see Bastet, she's really low. She jumps away from my teammates. I throw a sickle at her, she's not dead. I hit her with the flail. She has a little bit of HP left, and she just gets away. It's like, God damn! I've been in situations like that. Or just, someone's really low, I throw out the sickle, and it barely doesn't kill them. Or I throw out the flail, and it barely doesn't kill them. People just keep surviving with just a little bit of HP left against me, and it's just, come on! It just feels so, what the hell? So I just feel like he needs just a little more oomph on him just to get those little bits out there. I don't know. He just doesn't feel very great. Like, at all. Like, on paper, you look at that sick, you go, oh, damn, 30 mana, he can do that much damage every 5 seconds. Well, that's cool, yeah, but it's still a single target thing. You gotta land it on a god consistently, which is not gonna happen when they got minions in the way, so it's not... I don't know. Like, his skill ceiling's... he's got a pretty good high skill ceiling, kind of. So you need to be pretty good with him, make him look really great. And that might be the problem there, is you have to perform really well with him to really see how he shines. I don't know. Right now, I just feel like he's a little too weak right now. Maybe he needs a little bit, but I don't really think it should be in the CC department. Maybe more so in power than anything, because he doesn't have much power. Let's see here. Alright, so thank you to Scrap Computer for donating to us through Patreon. He wanted to donate through PayPal, but we didn't have that set up. The way PayPal works is once you've been donated a certain amount of money, you have to prove that you're a non-profit organization. Obviously, we're not. So we were very we didn't want to do PayPal for that. But we're like, I don't think we're gonna get to that number anytime soon. So we can go ahead and do PayPal. So now we have a PayPal. There's links to it. So if you want to do a donation through PayPal instead of doing the Patreon, you can do it that way. And thank you to those who do that. So there's that option there for anyone who wants to donate. Oh, let's see what else here. Stream schedule is still going to be the same. It will change soon. In June, the stream schedule will change. I'm going to be going back to school. I'm going to train into trying to become a water plant operator, which is very important in, just keeping the water good for a city, or just, keeping the water going for people. And that's very important work for society there, and that's why I'm going into it, because, as always, I'm a person who likes to help, and, biological research is drying up because of the government. They've been making less and less grants, so there's less and less jobs in that sector of things. So I need to make a move. So that's what I'm doing. I'm moving over to water plant operator because that's a very necessary job for people. There's always going to be a job there. But not just that, it helps people. And that's what's more important to me, helping people. So that's why I'm going to train into that. That's going to be about a year or so of training. And it's all night school stuff for the majority of it. So because of that, the stream schedule will change. But that'll be late May, sometime around June. No, late May, early June. Not sometime, early June. Because training starts at the start of June. So that's how it's going to go there. And let's see what else here. Thinking. So the schedule change. We'll just probably stream just earlier in the day, like in the afternoon. So right after school for people. That's probably when we'll stream. Because at the same time, I'm also going to see if I can get some morning training as well. So it'll be, the sweet spot will be the afternoon. So that'll be like late night for EU people and, well, the afternoon for NA people. So that's when we'll do it. At least that's the plan. And when it shifts, we'll see. Probably late May, like I said, late May, early June for that. Other news is the 23rd to the 26th, I will not be here. Gotta help my sister move a bunch of stuff. She's over in Phoenix. I gotta go help her out. I'm gonna be melting over there because Phoenix is hot as balls. So there won't be any streaming for that. And I don't know if we'll have Half a Minute Hero finished by then or not by that time. Also, if Dark Souls will be finished or not, I don't know. But Dark Souls won't be affected because that's a Tuesday, Wednesday thing. But Smite is Monday, so we'll see if I even stream Monday because I'll be coming back that day. And then Thursday, oh, not 26th, 25th. So I might not even be able to stream Thursday night, the 25th. I'm pretty sure I won't be able to. So unless we leave Friday instead. We'll see about that for the schedule there. Now, by this point, Zhong Kui's Guide to Hunters has come out, and I enjoyed the hell out of making that. Jinx did too, although Jinx put in a lot of work into that thing. Ask Jinx how long she worked on that thing. She worked a lot on that video. It's a 1-minute video, and there was a lot of work put into that video. You won't believe how many hours it took to make that video. That's what's amazing. When you put a lot of work into something, it's amazing how much time it can take for something so small. It really is. And it always makes me appreciate the work people put into these things, because it took a lot of work to make this little video. But I enjoyed it. It was really fun. It was really great. And if it is a smash hit, we'll probably consider doing other ones. But this doesn't replace the guides. We're still going to work on the guides. I'm working on the script for the mid-guide right now. And we'll see how that develops and such. Let's see what else is there. I'm going to try to stream more on Saturdays. I'm going to at least try to. Sundays still, I don't have any guarantees there. Sunday stuff, a lot of stuff happens. Saturdays, a lot of stuff happens. But I'm going to make an effort to try to do streams on Saturday more. There'll always be surprise streams, so I don't want to set anything in stone. Because the weekends are always very, family wants to do stuff here and there. You don't have a lot of control on the weekends. At least I don't. I have so many family obligations that happen that I don't have any control over that. Which is annoying, but what are you going to do? Family's family. I think that's everything at the moment. Thinking. That's everything at the moment. Personally, what I got to work on just being more fun during videos. And enjoying things more. I know people are noticing me criticizing other players a little more. And that's something, there's two ways about that. One is, of course, it's not good to criticize other people, but you need to see what you can learn from other players as well. Whatever mistakes they make, you got to see what you can learn from their mistakes. That's something very important to do, so I got to point that out at least. Talking to the players directly, I wish that was more helpful. Like just pointing out people's mistakes so that they don't do them, but it's very rarely helpful, so I don't know if... I probably should stop doing that, regardless, just because most people feel like you should just shut up. Which is kind of... My problem with that is, if no one talks, nothing happens. If no one talks, nothing happens. That's my problem with that part of it is... If you don't tell the Emperor he's naked, he doesn't know he's naked. So it's this hard area in between... It's this hard thing you gotta figure out. It's like... If I talk to someone too much about their mistakes, they're going to make more mistakes. If I don't talk about it enough, they might not notice their mistakes, and then they're going to make more mistakes. It's this weird balance, and figuring out the middle ground is probably impossible. But I'm more for you at least to point it out or something. Presentation of how you point it out, of course, is important, so I got to do better on that. And some people feel like I criticize Hades too much, and I probably did, but that's only because he just kept doing it. I'm like, God damn it. Hades in that game, I just feel like he could have really done some great things there. And that's a lesson to learn for anyone who plays Hades is he had the potential to do some amazing damage. You got to keep your eye on the minimap when you're Hades, because Hades is all about dropping that ult in the right spot. When you put it in the right spot, you can make disastrous things happen for the opposing team. I've caused deicides with Hades Ultimate. Hades Ultimate is really good for causing deicides. It's just great for team kills. And so when team fights happen, you got to keep your eye open when you're Hades. That's really the lesson to take away from that is you can cause disasters for your opponents with that Hades ult. So just keep that in mind is what I feel. I don't know. At the end of the day, it's always about helping people improve. That's what's important to me. People improve it. Sometimes it's a little bit rougher than it should be, though, so got to work on that. And I don't know. It's been more noticeable that I get a bit of... This is the problem when you play a game for so damn long, is you understand all the mistakes people are making, and it can get annoying. And I got to work on not getting annoyed at that. Like, just seeing obvious mistakes. Even worse than when I make them myself, like, I knew that was a problem. Why did I do that? The example, again, with Hades is, when you're Hades, and you go into and you're in solo lane, and Thanatos is the enemy jungler, you don't dash in. If the Thanatos is smart, if you dash into the minions and the enemy gods looking for a big heal damage attack, Thanatos will silence you after your dash. At this moment, OP minions are going to kill you. I've done this as Thanatos a few times. I've had this happen to me as Hades more than I should have let it happen. And sometimes I remember and I don't do it. I don't die to it because I remember that. But this is something you need to remember is, there's these instances where you can really ruin someone's day with something they do normally. If it wasn't Thanatos, if it was any certain non-CCs, you could really do it well. Like, if it's Thanatos, he'll silence you and you're screwed. We'll see on Tuesday or Monday, I can't remember which day this game's going to be up to support Osiris. Hades in the Soul Lane gets caught early. And what happened is he avoided Ymir's freeze with his dash, but he's now in the middle of the minions, but Hercules is in front of him and he pulls him out of there, and now he's behind enemy lines and OP minions kill him. So you always got to keep in mind what kind of opponents you're dealing with, of course, and what horrible things could happen to you. And in that situation, Hades was just in a very bad situation where no matter what he did, he was going to get hurt pretty bad, unless he stayed back, but he wasn't in a position to stay back at that moment, it looks like. And so he got killed at the start there. And I'm giving that part away, but that's something to keep in mind when you're doing things just with Hades on himself, because he can put himself out there pretty dangerously. Of course, silence helps with that, but yeah. And that's enough talking already. Yeah, I'm just rambling a little bit. Alright, so there you go. That is the vlog there. Just talking about current events, things like that. And going forward, we'll of course be pushing hard for things. WildStar, we own WildStar. Me and Jinx both have it pre-ordered and everything, so when it does, the head start will probably be just going for a stream marathon of that, because I really want to play the hell out of that game. So when the head start happens, expect me to just be working on that. But I'll be working ahead on everything else, so we can do that without causing any backup for the other content like that. And we'll see what we do with WildStar in the future. But I've been excited to play it again. Like I said before, I purposely stopped playing the beta for a couple months so that I'd be surprised again when I came back to it. So that was the idea there. I want to experience the game all over again. That's what I'm doing here. So that's how I'm rolling with that. And I think that's everything for now. I didn't talk about Siege Mode much. Siege Mode, it's still in beta. That's the best about it. And I say a lot about Siege Mode as is already with the videos. You'll see what my opinions are right now about it. It feels really snowbally. Unless a team really screws up, then it goes back and forth for a long time. For the most part, it's really snowbally. But there you go. That's the vlog. Thank you to everybody for likes, dislikes, views. Non-views, not so much. Spreading the word is always important. Thank you to Jinx for all of her work. And yeah, and also once again, thank you to Scrap Computer for donating. Thank you very much for that. And there you go, that's the vlog. I had fun, hope you had fun watching, and that's what's all about, isn't it? Having fun. Thanks for coming by, and see you next time.
Good game.